Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we'll be going over Zomedica Corp, ticker symbol ZOM. Now we have huge news for Zomedica Corp as they just announced their first sale of their TRUFORMA technology and they have officially entered commercialization. Now we've talked about this in recent or past videos about Zomedica, and we expected them to start their sales at the end of this month around the 30th or the 31st. However, they have done this early and they announced yesterday they just made their first sale. So we're going to be going over how this is going to affect the stock moving forward, and we're also going to be going over some price targets and some technical analysis on this stock so we can plant some entry points and see some key areas and how that's going to affect the stock. But with this news, we saw a pretty massive sell-off yesterday, going down about 10%. We definitely ripped through a lot of support zones that we talked about, and today we are opening up at a little of a lower price point at around $2. But we expect that. We talk about this a lot on this channel. With whenever big news comes for companies like this, a lot of people sell those news events and try to get the profits early. So we expected this, and now we are coming back up today, testing these now resistance points after we broke through these support lines. They are now resistances, and then now we are testing the 204 resistance line coming up above that now on the daily chart. But before we get into anything else on the stock, if you like this kind of content, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with a new video. And also, I have my Instagram linked down below if you'd be interested in following that. I post new details about this channel daily. So if you would be interested in that, please give a follow. But yeah, it seems like we're definitely coming up into this zone here at market open. It is 9:34 in the morning here on Wednesday. But we're definitely testing around in this area between the 204 and the 208, 218, excuse me. But let's get into this news and kind of talk about this and how this is affecting the company. We have an article here on Yahoo. Zomedica announces first commercial sale of its TRUFORMA platform. And this is yesterday, March 16th. So basically, ZOM, a veterinary health company creating point-of-care diagnostic products for dogs and cats, yesterday recorded the first veterinarian sale of TRUFORMA and officially entered commercialization. And again, we expected this to be around March 30th, March 31st, first time at the end of this month. However, they have decided to do this early, announcing this on March 16th. A couple words from the CEO. He says, "This is a momentous day for Zomedica, our shareholders, the veterinarians we serve, and the companion animals in their care. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the many people at Zomedica who dedicate the past 2 years of their lives to achieving this critical milestone," commented Robert Cohen, who is the CEO. "It is a credit to both our employees and to the stellar team with whom we've worked at our development partner, Qorvo Biotechnologies LLC, that we have created a unique and valuable diagnostic tool and have delivered it to the veterinary market slightly ahead of our previously announced schedule." Now, this market is definitely a big one, and the industry as a whole of pet care is definitely one that is growing rapidly. You look at companies like Chewy, and their share price has absolutely skyrocketed. People really do care about their pets, and this technology helps to better serve their pets. So people and veterinarians and in the industry as a whole, this is a super bullish technology and that can definitely see this moving forward. Now, after this first initial sale, we'll definitely have to be looking at how sales go moving forward and how many sales they can make, how people are responding to this technology. But it's definitely huge news that they have made their first sale early, just because I think it shows that they were ready to get this out and they really believe in this technology and that it was ready to go. But we also have some words here from James Klein, who is the president of Qorvo. Uh, at Qorvo, we are leveraging power of bulk acoustic wave (BAW) radio frequency RF technology to innovate numerous products such as Wi-Fi routers, mobile phones, 5G cellular infrastructure, and now veterinary diagnostics. The launch of the TRUFORMA platform is an exciting and disruptive milestone in the veterinary diagnostics testing industry that will raise the standard of point-of-care companion animals. And a key word here is definitely disruptive. Any of those who follow Kathy Woods or ARK Invest know how important it is to be disruptive in a certain industry, and this technology is definitely disruptive as it kind of helps these veterinarians get those lab tests at a much quicker rate than sending it to a lab to get the results. Instead, they have the technology at their fingertips. But also, the first official purchaser of TRUFORMA system was Jason Berg, DVM, DACVIM, founder and president of Guardian Veterinary Specialist, a 29,000 square foot advanced emergency critical care and specialty hospital in Brewster, New York, which I think is super important because if they have this huge facility, a 29,000 square foot advanced emergency critical care facility, and they only need one TRUFORMA, this could definitely prohibit less sales of this TRUFORMA technology, because if they only need one for this big of a facility, then this could definitely limit the amount of people who are buying this TRUFORMA technology. Bigger company or bigger areas, just using one, I was honestly expecting this place to need 50 to 100. However, if they are only buying one to cover this whole facility, sales will definitely be limited, and it'll definitely be something that we will have to look forward moving forward with this company. How many sales they can make to one single emergency critical care hospital for those animals. But let's get back into some technical analysis on this stock and kind of chart out some plays where I can see the stock moving forward. So obviously, today, if you got in early, you're looking pretty good already. That seems like the dip has already happened. However, we are still well below what price began at yesterday at around 260. So there is definitely still some time. It looks like we are breaking up into this new area here on the daily chart. And we are probably, if we stick to this, we may come back down to test this as a support, but we also may test this resistance later on in the day. We are definitely going to be charting that out. Let's look a little closer here at the 30-minute. So here on the 30-minute, we broke above this resistance, also broke above the 200 EMA, which is very important. And now, guys, if you are curious as to why I have these support and resistance lines charted where they are, you will have to check my last Zomedica video. I go over all of these support and resistance lines and why I put them where they are. So check that out if you are a little confused. But we also have the 50 EMA here on the 30-minute, which is could be considered another trouble area as well. So I'm going to move this up a little bit just to kind of match price action from yesterday. We're going to consider this to be here, but we'll be expecting price to come up, test this resistance, and if we do get a close above, we will be taking it up to here, up to our next resistance line. However, be very wary of this 50 EMA, as this could be considered a trouble area. And as you can see, past price action came up to the 50 EMA and was not able to break, and came back down to our then support. So be very wary of this area. If it looks like price is not going your way, be very careful. I recommend closing your position if it does starting to come back down to ensure some gains. But it looks like this first 30-minute candle is definitely getting a lot of momentum going up. People are definitely buying a lot of shares moving this forward, and we'll be definitely looking at this resistance line here as an area of entry. But it also could get quite a bit of a sell-off to come back and test this support, so be careful of that as well. As you can see, past price action also came to here in this area, so we'll be charting this as another place of resistance. Past price action doesn't really have much going on. We could probably make another resistance line here, which matches up with our wick here currently, as well as past price action testing this resistance zone here. So moving forward, let's kind of chart this out. After we do, it looks like we're coming up to the resistance here. We're definitely testing this, and we'll definitely be looking to kind of come up to in this area, take this to the 234. If we do get a close above on the 30-minute, there is a lot of time on this candle, guys, around 18 minutes, and I definitely recommend waiting for candle closes, because with this much time being left in the candle, it gives it a lot of time to reject off this resistance and come back down into our zone. So wait, just like that. It's funny how things work out sometimes, but it looks like we're filling up back down this wick. We came up to this resistance. It looks like it is rejecting. However, there is a lot of time in the day left. Market just opened. So we may still get a break above this resistance moving forward. But right now, it looks like this 30-minute candle will be rejecting off our resistance that we charted, and it came up to it almost perfectly. But however, if later in the day we do get a break above this resistance and strong confirmations above, we will be taking our first partial profit at around 236 with stops just below this here then or support line. So then we will be taking, if we get a break above the 236, to our next charted resistance here at 254. Price will then be at 236. Moving stops just below the resistance. Make sure you're always moving your stops, reducing the amount of risk, and taking your profits to reduce your position as price moves up. And then again, we will be taking our next price target to these 270 to fill this kind of wick here. And based on previous price action that we showed earlier to the 270, we will then be moving our position 255. And again, this is a massive stop loss. So make sure you are reducing your risk here. Make sure you are getting those gains, taking partial profits here. And then after that, I would recommend taking a majority of your position out just because we had the massive run up to the 270 and then a pretty harsh rejection off of that. So I definitely recommend taking most of your position out of that time. However, it is fine to keep some runners if you are long-term bullish on this stock and see it going even further. But I think that is all the value that I had for you guys today on Zomedica, ticker symbol ZOM. If you enjoyed the video, found value in it, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with a new video. And I also have my Instagram link down below if you would be interested in following that. But as always, guys, I hope you guys have an excellent day. Get some gains in the market. Good luck with that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.